Okay, so in last lecture, we have seen introduction to number system. Also, we have gone through the introduction of this course, that is digital technique and microprocessor. This is the second point of your curriculum, that is conversion between number system. In exam, normally they ask questions on this, and this is expected that you should be aware about conversion of is number from one system to another. Is my voice proper or it is echoing?
Yes, sir.
It's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So conversion between number system. Again, myself, S.T. Kumbhare, lecturer at Electronics Engineering at Government Polytechnic, Gondia. These are the topics for today's presentation, that is binary, octal, hexadecimal to decimal conversion. Then in reverse of this, that is decimal to binary, octal and hexadecimal conversion. We'll see binary to octal conversion as well as octal to binary conversion. Uh, Also, we'll go through the binary to hexadecimal conversion and hexadecimal to binary conversion. So we are going to cover all conversion topics in today's presentation. This is the outcome of this presentation, that at the end of this presentation, all of you will be able to convert a number, given number, into another number system. Then conversion to decimal number system. This is the first topic. All number systems are positional value number systems, that we have seen in yesterday's class also. Why it is called as positional number system, value number system, that also we had seen. Just we'll have a recap of this in 1 and 2 minutes. All are positional value number systems. Let us take a number, let us say 23 or 25 in a decimal number system. Then each digit, okay, here 2 and 5 are the digits. So each of these digits has their positional value, and that is defined with the help of base of the number system or radix of the number system. So for decimal number system, we have a base equal to 10 or radix equal to 10. Now, how to find out the positional value of a digit? Just we have to take the base. For example, here it is 10, and then start with the power 0, so 10 raised to power 0, then 10 raised to power 1, and so on. You have to mention. Okay, 10 raised to power 2, like this. You can continue. Here we have only two digits, so we can only consider these two. Okay. Now 10 raised to power 0 is nothing but 1. 10 raised to power 1 is nothing but 10. So we have to multiply this 10 with this digit, and we have to multiply this 1 with this digit. So we will get 20, and here we'll get 5. And if you add both, you will get the value for this number, that is 25. So such type of things happen in each of the number systems. That's why all number systems are called as positional value number systems. Now, to convert binary, octal, hexadecimal number to decimal number, theoretically, you have to add product of each digit with its positional value. This is theoretical. We can do this in practically. I will show you with some examples. What we are saying, to convert binary number system or octal number system or hexadecimal number system to decimal number system, we have to add product of each digit with its positional value. Just now, whatever we have done, that we have to do. We have seen such type of things in previous lecture also. Let's take an example. Suppose I want to convert, uh, let us say one binary number. I am going to take first 10110, which is in what binary number system. Okay. Suppose I want to convert this in decimal. Now, how to do it? Okay. If I want to convert this into decimal, what to do? That we'll see. So, what we have to do? We have to separate these all digits. Okay, I will separate it like this: 1, then 0, then 1, then 1, then 0. Then I have to write down its positional value. How to do that? These are digits. Okay, these are our digits. These all are digits mentioned in the binary number. Now we have to find out their positional value. How to do that? Let's see. We have to write down its base, then we have to start with the power 0. Here 2, that is a base, because we are having a binary number system. Binary means base is 2. So that's why every time we are writing out 2 raised to power 1. Then next time 2 raised to power 2. Next time, okay, this is 2. Next time 2 raised to power 3. Next is 2 raised to power 4. So like this, we have to write down the positional value. If we write down this, we'll get 1 over here. Here we will get 2 over here. Here we will get 4 over here, because 2 raised to power 0 is 1. 2 raised to power 1 is 2. 2 raised to power 2 is 4. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. Then 2 raised to power 4 is 16. Sorry, 16. Now, what we have to do? We have to multiply these digits with the positional value. We have to multiply it. So if you multiply 0 into anything, it's 0. So the result is 0. 1 into 2 is 2. 1 into 4 is 4. 0 into anything is again 0. Then 1 into 16 is 16. Now we have to add the results. So add it. Just like this we can add. And after addition, what you will find? You will get the result like 16 plus 420 plus 222. 20. It means the decimal equivalent of this given binary number 10110 is 20. What we did, we'll have a recap. First, separate all digits, take a base and put power starting from 0. You can increase and find out its value. You have to multiply digits with the value, and then at the end you have to add, and that will give you the result. Okay, so like this you can find out the decimal equivalent of binary number. Let's take another example. So this here we are converting we have converted binary number into decimal number. Okay. Now suppose I want to convert octal number into decimal number. Let's take a octal number 1, uh, say 6. Okay, 16. This is a octal number. I want to convert into decimal number. Then how to do it? That is the question. So what we can do, again we have to segregate the digits. So the digits are 1 and 6. Then you have to write down its base 8 and raised to power 0. Then 8 raised to power 1. So 8 raised to power 0 is 1. 8 raised to power 1 is 8. Okay. Now you have to multiply this. So after multiplication, what you will get? 6 into 1 is 6 and 1 into 8 is 8. And then you have to add. So after addition, you will get 8 plus 6 is 14. So it means 16 in octal is equivalent to 14 in decibel. If you want to check out, we can do it on calculator also. Let's cross verify it. Let's cross verify. So all of you can, okay, I will show you this. So I have 16 octal number, 16 octal number. So look, in octal it is 16, in decimal it is 14. So whatever things we are expecting, that we got. So like this, you can cross verify with the help of calculator. You can put it into programmer, or if you have physical calculator, you can put it into uh, what we can say. Uh, all of you are aware that you have to check convert the base, and then you can do it. Now let's start the presentation. Okay, fine. So this is octal to decimal. Similarly, we can convert uh, hexadecimal number into decimal. Let's take an example. Let us say I have a hexadecimal number 1 and then and I want to convert this hexadecimal number into decimal number. Okay, I want to convert this hexadecimal into decimal. How to do that? We have to follow the similar procedure. We have to segregate these digits to 1 and then E. E is nothing but 14. E, is, e means 14 because we have seen that after 9 we have placed A, B, C, D, E and F as a digit in hexadecimal. So E has a value 14. Again, so this means 14 because if you multiply E with anything, you will not get proper result. So we have to consider its value, that is 14. Then you have to write down its base 16 raised to power 0, 16 raised to power 1. And then what you will get? Here you will get 16, here you will get 1. So, and then you have to multiply both. So after multiplication, you will get 1 into 16 is 60 plus 1 into 14 is 14. And if you add it, you will get 30 as the result. So 16 in 1e in hexadecimal is equivalent to 30 in decimal. Let's cross verify this. Okay. So I want to write down 1E in hexadecimal, 1E in hexadecimal as decimal value 30. So like this we can convert. I hope all of you got this, and we'll move to the next slide. So decimal to binary. Till now we have gone through binary to decimal, octal to decimal, hexadecimal to decimal. Now we will see inverse of that, that is decimal to binary. Okay, so what is the procedure? Decimal to binary. Divide whatever decimal number given by 2, and you have to record the remainder. Let's take an example. You have, suppose I want to convert this 35 into binary. This is the result, but how it is coming? Let's check out. This is the thing. You have to write down 35 over here first. Okay. Simple thing is there. You can draw horizontal line, you can draw vertical line, and then you have to write down 35 over here. And then you have, since I want the result into binary, I have to divide it by 2. Why 2? Because I want result in binary. If you want in octal or hexadecimal, you have to change this base. This is basically the base or value. So 35 divided by 2, you will get the result as 17 quotient, and remainder you have to mention beside it 1. Okay, because 2 into 17 is 34, the remainder is 1. Again, this 17 needs to be divided by 2. After division, we will get quotient as 8 and remainder as 1. Then again, this 8 needs to be divided by 2. So if you divide, you will get quotient as 4 and remainder as 6. Again, 4 needs to be divided by 2. Okay, this division needs to be done. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 and remainder is 0. Then 2 divided by 2 is 1 and remainder is 0. 1 divided by 2 is 0. Okay, 1 divided by 2 is 0, and that and remainder is 1. Okay, got it? So like this you have to write down the remainder, and then you have to take the bits, means how to place the bits. Start from bottom, sorry, top, that here, and you can uh, write down the bits. So this one will go here. Okay, this one will go here. This 0 will here. This 0 will be here, and this 0 will be here, and this one will be here. If you want to cross verify, you can do it very well. What you have to do? You have to multiply these bits with their positional value. So this is at its positional value is 2 raised to power 0. Its positional value is 2 raised to power 1, and so on. Since these are 0, no need to take care. So 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 5, 2 raised to power 5. 2 raised to power 5 is 32. You can check it out in calculator. 2 raised to power 1 is 2, and 2 raised to power 0 is 1. So 32 plus 2 plus 1 will give you 35. So hence, whatever result we got, that is correct. Got it? So like this, we can find out the decimal to binary conversion. I hope all of you uh, got this. This one is easy. Basic concept is you have to take the number, divide by the weight or base already, and then you have to uh, note down the remainder. Now, similarly, we can do the decimal to octal conversion. Again, divide decimal number, whatever number is given, divide by 8 by 8, because I want to convert it into octal number. And octal has a base 8, and we have to record the remainder. Let's take an example. Suppose 489 decimal number I want to convert into octal. How to do it? 489 divided by 8. So 8 6 are 48, and 8 1 are 8. The remainder is 1. Okay. Then similarly 8 sevens are 56, remainder is 5, then 8, so 7 divided by 8 is, remainder is 7, and here 0. So you have to continue till 0. Once you got 0, you have to stop. And then you have to take from top to bottom. You have to write down this one first. After that, you have to write down 5. After that, you have to write down 7. If you want to cross verify, you can check it into calculator. So again, the similar procedure you have to follow. Next, that is decimal to hexadecimal. Again, the same procedure you have to follow. You have to divide given decimal number by 16 because 16 is the base or radix of hexadecimal number system. Okay, and you have to record the remainder. So let's take again the same number 489 and we have to convert into hexadecimal. How to do it? So 489 divided by 16. Why 16? Because 16 is the base of hexadecimal number system. You will get 30 as quotient and remainder as 9. Again you have to divide. So 30 divided by 16 is nothing but 1, and 30 minus 16 is 14, which is mentioned in hexadecimal. You cannot write down 14 over here, 1 4, because if you write down 1 4 over here as a remainder, that becomes number because it has two digits. So keep in mind, digits should be independent. It should not be combination of another digits. So that's why you cannot mention 14 over here. Instead, you have to mention over here. Okay. Then this 1 divided by 16, 1. You got a 6 0 over here. You have to stop. Again, note from 9. Start from here. So 9 we have to write down first. Then E we have to write down. And then 1 we have to write. So like this, we can find out the decimal to hexadecimal conversion. And it's easy, but it is asked most of the time in multiple places how to do in your practical problems. Okay, before moving forward to the next slide, let's take a attendance. I will share the link. All of you have to select now. Okay, so this link I'm going to share. All of you can check out into chat. Okay, you will get the link over here. Fill it. I will give you 5 minutes. And till that point, if you have any queries, you can ask. Anyone is having any query, they can ask me. You can unmute yourself and you can ask. Whatever things we have seen till now, you have to, if you have any doubts on that, you can ask me now. Till the point, others will fill the form. 2 more minutes, then we'll continue with the session, and I will close the attendance form. Complete it fast. Those who have not completed. Till now, I got 14 responses. 6 more to come. If you face any difficulty, you can ask me. But all of you have to fill the attendance sheet. Till now, I got responses from Atharva Urkude, as you can see on your screen. Grenita, Vivek, Indrajit Sarve, Kamlesh, Khushbu, Ruchita, Ashwin, Vilas, Pallavi, Gunvanta, Kunal, Sachin, Afrin. That's it. Okay, last 1 minute, else I will close the attendance sheet. Okay, so I hope all of you have filled the attendance sheet. I will close the attendance sheet. Okay, now we will continue with the session. The link open नहीं हो रहा. प्राची लिल्लारे, नम्रता पटले. Uh, Prachi Lillare and Namrata Patle. Hmm, wait. Prachi and Namrata, please check out if you can see the link in chat. Prachi, can you unmute yourself? Prachi Lillare, are you there? Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to open the link now?
Yes, sir.
See, I have uploaded in the chat. Can can you feel it now? Hello, Prachi,
Yes, sir.
are you able to fill the attendance sheet?
No, sir.
What is happening?
सर लिंक नहीं खुल रही है.
आपने उस लिंक पे क्लिक किया
Yes, sir.
तो वो क्रोम में ओपन होगी या फिर ब्राउजर में ओपन होगी आपके कुछ
सर
मोबाइल
क्रोम
पे.
में हो रही है पर नहीं हो रही.
हाँ
सर क्रोम में हो रही है.
हाँ, तो ओपन कीजिए एंड उसको फिल कीजिए तुरंत. हो गया. नम्रता पटले, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. Namrata Patle, are you there? Namrata Patle, are you there? Please unmute yourself. We have to continue our session. Okay. Namrata Patle has failed. What about Prachi? Have you completed? Reply.
No, sir.
Okay, you feel it. I will keep this link open for 2 more minutes. Try out, and
Yes, sir.
otherwise I have to close it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So I will continue the session till that you feel it, and as soon as you finish it, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll continue with the presentation. Fine. So decimal to
Yes, sir.
hexadecimal just now we have finished. We'll go to the next slide, that is binary to octal. Prachi just okay. Uh, so we'll go to the binary to octal conversion. Now, till now we have seen some techniques that you have to follow how to convert. Similar thing is applicable for binary to octal conversion. There is minor method which you have to follow. What you have to do? You have to start from LHC. Okay. We have to convert binary number to octal number. So normally binary number is in the form of ones and zeros. So you have to start from LSB. Now, how to identify LSB? The number which is at the right hand side is the LSB. For example, let us say if I have 101 as the number, then this is my LSB. Okay, this is LSB and this is MSB. Okay, now handwriting is a bit difficult because I have to handle with the mouse. So just uh, excuse me for this because I can't help me right now. So this is LSB and this one is MSB. So we have to start from the rightmost bit of the binary number and then you have to make the group of 3 bits. If there are 1 or 2 bits less to form group, then add zeros on the left side of MSB. You have to convert each group into its equivalent octal number. Okay, don't get confused. I'm going to show you in practical. This is the binary equivalence. Again, you can observe 3 bit combination are shown, and its octal digit equivalent is also mentioned. So 000 is 0, 001 is 1, 010 is 2, 011 is 3, 100 is 4, 101 is 5, 110 is 6, 111 is 7. Now, do we need to remember? I don't think so that you have to remember it. How to write down then? It's very easy. We have binary number, right? So what you can do, binary has the base weight or radix, base or radix as 2. So just write down 2 raised to power 0, then 2 raised to power 1 and 2 raised to power 2. We are going to need only 3 bits. 2 raised to power 2 is 4, 2 raised to power 1 is 2, and 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Now, if I want bits for 0, it should, okay, bit for 0. So, if I take any of this bit as 1, I'll get more than 0. So, just write down 000 because 0 into anything is 0. That's why it is mentioned as 0. Now I want binary equivalent for 1. So 1 is there. So I will put 1 over here. Remaining things are 0. So 001. Right? Because 0 into anything is 0. 0 into anything is 0. And 1 into 1 is 1. That will give me octal digit. Similarly, if I want for 2, I have to write down 1 over here and 0, 0 over here. That's why 0, 1, 0. For 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. That's why I will mention 1, 1 over here and 0 over here. So 0, 1, 1. If I want 4, I will mention 1 over here and remaining as 0, 0. So 1, 0, 0. If I want 5, 4 plus 1 is 5. So 1, 1 and this one is 0. So 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1. I want 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 1, 1. This should be 0. So 1, 1, 0. And for 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. So 1, 1, 1. So no need to remember, just you have to understand this method. If you understood it, you can draw it. You can remember this table easily. No need to actually memorize. Let's go to the practical uh, constraint. Okay, practical example. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose I have mentioned this, I have this binary digit or binary number. I have this binary number. I will start from the LSB, that is this right hand side bit, and then I will club three bits, 3 bits, then next 3 bits, then next 3 bits. Okay, now here we have only one bit. So that's what it is mentioned over. If there are 1 or 2 bits less to form group, then add zeros on the left side of image. So here we are having 2 bits less. So what we'll do, we'll add 2 zeros and then we'll flub it. Got it? So second rule was this, that if you are having less number of bits, you have to add zeros to form a group of 3 like this, and then you have to mention. Now this groups needs to be represented with equivalent octal digit. So 110, okay? 110 is 6. So 110 is 6. 100, 100 is 4. So 100 is 4. 010, 010 is 2. 010 is 2. 001, 1. Okay. Even though you don't want to go for that table, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4. That's what we have seen, positional value of the number. 1, just start from 1 because 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Then multiply it with base. So 2 into 1 is 2. Multiply it with base. 2 into 2 is 4. Like this. And we have three bits. So 110, 4 plus 2, 6. 100, 4. 010, 2. 001, 1. No need to take these two because they are 0. So the value is 1, 2, 4, 6 in octal. Like this, we can find out the octal equivalent of given binary number. I hope all of you got this. Next slide. Now octal to binary. Reverse of that. How to do it? Convert each digit into its equivalent 3-bit binary equivalent. Okay. Means if suppose let's take example directly. 624 octal number I want to convert into binary. What I have to do? I have to split these digits first. 6, then 2, then 4. Then I have to mention equivalent binary code 6. Again, no need to remember this table also. What you will do? 1, 2, 4. I want a binary bit for 6. 6, 4 plus 2, 6. So 1, 1, 0. I want for 2. Okay, 2. So 1, remaining are 0. 0, 1, 0. 4. So 1 remaining are 0, 1, 0, 0, and then club it. So 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. This is the binary equivalent for this octal number. Like this, you can find out the binary equivalent for given octal number. Now let's go to the next slide. That is binary to hexadecimal. Again, we have to uh, follow the similar rule which we followed in binary to octal. Start from LSB. Now here we have to make 4-bit group. Why 4-bit? Because in hexadecimal number system we have 16 digits, and in order to incorporate 16 digits we need 4 bits. Why? 2 raised to power 4 is 16. That's why we need 4 bits. In octal, we have 8 digits. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. So, we need 3 digits. Keeping like this, we can find out how many bits we have to club. In octal, we need to club 3 bits. In hexadecimal, we need to club 4 bits. Okay. And then again the same second rule and convert each group into its equivalent hexadecimal. Again 0, 0. These are given equivalents, binary equivalents for hexadecimal. If you want to find out, you can do it. How to do it? 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3. Okay. Now 2 raised to power 3 is 8. 2 raised to power 2 is 4. 2 raised to power 1 is 2. And 2 raised to power 0 is 1. I want for 0, so everything should be 0. That's why 0, 0, 0, 0. I want 1. So I'll make this as 1 only, remaining are 0. So 0, 0, 0. I want 2. I'll make this as 1, remaining are 0. So 0, 0, 1, 0. I want 3. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So I'll make this and this as 1, remaining are 0. So 0, 0, 1, 1. For 4, I'll make this one, remaining are 0. So 0, 1, 0, 0. Like this, you can make till F. I hope this is clear to all of you. Let's go to the practical example for this. Okay, again same example will take 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. Start from the left hand side. Start from this side. Club 4 bits because it is hexadecimal conversion. Again 4 bits, and now here only 2 bits, so we'll add 2 zeros over here like this and then club it. So again no need to see the table. What you can do, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, this is 8. Okay, so this is 0, no need to take care. 1, okay, so 4 plus 2, 6, so this is 6. Similarly 8, 2 means 8 plus 2 is 10. In hexadecimal it is mentioned as A because after 9 it is 8. Then 1, 2, so 2. 2A6 is the hexadecimal equivalent for binary. Next slide is hexadecimal to binary. 1 minute. Hexadecimal to binary. Convert each digit into its equivalent 4-bit binary equivalent. Okay, reverse of that. So 6A4. I will split all these digits. 6A4. Then I have to show. So I have to write down its equivalent binary numbers. So 6. 1, 2, 4. 2 plus 4, 6. So 1, 1. And remaining are 0. 8, 10. 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 8 plus 2. 10. That's why 1, 0, 1, 0. And 4. 0, 1, 0, 0. So like this, you can convert hexadecimal to binary. Now, conversion of fractional number. This is easier one, not that difficult. Just we have to follow some basics which we have studied till now. Let us take, I want to convert this decimal. Okay, fractional number. So as we have seen in first lecture, that point, decimal point represents that this is a fractional number, where this is integer and this is fractional part. Now, how to convert this binary number into decimal number? It's simple. What we did previously, that okay, now what we'll do, we'll take this 1001. integer part 1 0 0 1. How we have converted this into decimal? We have multiplied it with this base 2 raised to power 0 positional value 2 raised to power 1 2 raised to power 2 and 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 is 8, 2 raised to power 2 is 4, 2 raised to power 1 is 2 and 2 raised to power 0 is 1. So you have to multiply this with this. Same thing is done over here. 1 into 2 raised to power 3, 0 into 2 raised to power 2, 0 into 2 raised to power 1, and 1 into 2 raised to power 0. And we have added that later on. Okay, 8 and 1. We added that. So that's what we did. I plus plus plus. So 3, 2, 1, 0 is for integer. Now for fractional part, you have to go in negative power. So 0 into 2 raised to power minus 1, 1 into 2 raised to power minus 2, 0 into 2 raised to power minus 3, 1 into 2 raised to power minus 4. So if you find 2 raised to power 3 into 1 is 8, right? This is 0, this is 0, this is 1. 0 into anything is 0. 1 into 2 raised to power minus 2 can be written as 1 by 2 raised to power 2. Here 0, 1 by 2 raised to power 4. So what you will get? 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0. 1 by 4 plus 0 plus 1 by 16. If you find out this fraction in calculator, 8 plus 1 is 9, point is there already, and this fractional part will give you 0.31. Similar thing you can do in other number system also. Okay, so uh, if you want to convert into octal, means octal number to decimal, what you have to do? You have to write down 8 over here, 8 over here, 8 over here. Means you have to change the base and you have to find out the fractional part. So like this, we can convert uh, any fractional number into another number system also. Let's go to the next slide. This is decimal to binary. So 10.625 decimal number I want to convert it to binary. How we did into previous one? It's simple. We have divided it by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Remainder is 1. Like this, we'll get 101. Just in mind, remember the whatever we have seen just now. So this one is known. This part is known part. Now the unknown part is 0.625. How to do it? Here we have divided. Now here we'll multiply. So 0.625 into 2. Why 2? Because I want into binary. So 0.625 into 2 is 1.25. So as soon as any digit comes after point, that you have to, integer comes after point, that you have to take out. So 1. Now this 0.25 will go to the next part. Now this will be multiplied with 2. So this is 0.500. Now here we are getting 0, so that will take out. Again this we have to multiply with 2. So we are getting 1.00. As soon as we get 0.00, just stop and you have to note it down. So 0.625 is 101 and 10 is 1010. So by clubbing we'll get 1010.101. So like this you can convert from decimal to binary in fractional number. Similar thing you can apply in octal or hexadecimal conversion also. Let's go to the next slide. Now this is the end of today's topic. I will share this link with all of you to get yourself assessed. There is a small quiz I have made so that you will be in sync that how much you have understood from this topic. Okay, so if you have, and these are the references. This is a book which I have used previously also, now also I'm using. These are the YouTube videos available on YouTube that I have you have any difficulties, you can ask. It's open for all of you. Any doubts? Binary. Okay. So please once again repeat binary equivalent. Ruchita Thapre is your screen. Okay. I will go to that slide. Ruchita, let me know whether you want to uh, know this one or something else. Ruchita, can you unmute yourself? Ruchita, are you there? Ruchita Thapre, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Ruchita, can you ask? Is it the slide you want to me to explain? I'm not able to hear you. Hello, Ruchita. Hello. Hello, Ruchita. Okay, I think I'm not able to hear her. So just I will explain this one. And then, okay, binary equivalent. Suppose I want a binary equivalent for this even hexadecimal number. Then how to find out? No need to remember this table. I want binary equivalent. So its base is 2. To start with 2, write down its power 0. Then next is 2 raised to power 1. Next is 2 raised to power 2. Next is 2 raised to power 3. Why I have taken this much? Because I want to represent for hexadecimal number. So that's why I have gone for 4 different values. If I want for octal number, I need only 3 bits. So I will not take this. I will not take this. Okay. But here I want for hexadecimal, so I have to take this one. Now its value is 2 raised to power 0 is 1, 2 raised to power 1 is 2, 2 raised to power 2 is 4, and 2 raised to power 3 is 8. So if I want to find out binary equivalent for this hexadecimal number, I can do it easily. For 0, okay, if I add any of this, I'm going to get more than 0. So that's why all these bits should be 0, 0. Okay? That's why we have to write down 0 over here. All these will be 0. If I want for 1, I need to write down 1 over here. Remaining should be 0 because 0 will into 8 is 0. 0 into 4 is 0. 0 into 2 is 0. And 1 into 1 is 1. So if I add, I will get 1. Similarly, I can do for others. And I will get the result. I hope this clarifies you. If still octal to binary equivalent. Okay, fine. Vishita is asking for octal to binary equivalent. Let's go for it. Octal to binary equivalent. Now, in the exam or anyone may give you octal number like this. Just neglect this, right? Okay, such type of octal number is given. What you have to do, you have to segregate these digits. So here the digits are 6, 2, 4. Now you have to represent these digits into equivalent binary code. So how you will do it? What you have to do, you have to represent binary equivalent of this. So for that you need to remember this table, but no need to remember. Then what you can do, you can, what you can do, similar way, what I have just now told you, just write down 2 raised to power 0 because I want binary equivalent. So 2 raised to power 0, start with 2 to power 1, 2 raised to power 2. You need to go for 2 raised to power 3 because in back of 12, we need only 3 bits. So if we are needing only 3 bits, we will write down like this. Then 2 raised to power 0 is 1, 2 raised to power 1 is 2, and 2 raised to power 2 is 4. I want 6. So 4 plus 2. I got 6. So no need to make this as 1. So I will make it as 0. 1, 1, 0. So this will be 1, 1, 0. Suppose I want for 2. Then what I will do, here it is 2. So I'll make this as 1. Then this should be 0 and this should be 0. Because if I make any of this as 1, this will get added and that will not give us 2. So that's why this is 1 and remaining bits are 0. So 2 will be 0, 1, 0. For 4, if for 4, if I make this bit as 1, this will give me 4. So no need to make this as 1. So what I will do, I'll make 0, I'll make this also. So 1, 0, 0 will give me. So like this, we can find out a binary equivalent for all octal numbers. No need to remember this. Just you have to understand this concept. I hope this clarifies your doubt. Ruchita, is it okay or something else you want? Any other doubt? Any other student? Do you have any doubts, students? Please unmute yourself. Any one of you? Priyanka WMS, sir. Okay, fine. So I hope. No, sir, no, sir. Fine. So I hope all of you got the topic what I have studied today, and I will share you this video, whatever, because I'm recording this video. So I will share you the video as well as the PDF form of this PPT, so that you can uh, study it once again whenever you want. And if you haven't doubt, you can ask me at any point. Thank you all. So